The Jewel Basin hiking area lies in the Swan Mountain Range in Flathead National Forest on the east side of the Flathead Valley. It's just east of Kalispell, Montana, and just a little bit north of Bigfork, Montana. One of the main trailheads is accessible via the Jewel Basin Road, which leads to the Camp Misery Trailhead, which is where we started our hike today. The 7.2-mile loop that we completed had about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. The ridge walk up to Mount Aeneas is fantastic. You can descend down into the basin, walk through the picnic lakes, and back to the Camp Misery Trailhead for a fantastic hike.
Good morning. It is August 8th, 2025. We're at the Camp Misery Trailhead, and today we're going to hike the Mount Aeneas and Picnic Lakes Loop. Should be just under 7 miles and just under 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Flathead Lake over there. It's going to be our first views over into the Jewel Basin. So these are the picnic lakes, but before we go there, we're going to hike up behind Kimberly up to Mount Aeneas, off the backside, and then down through these lakes, and then we hike up, back and over, drop out of the basin that way.
Once you hit that first summit and are able to look down into the Jewel Basin right by the communication towers, the ridge walk all the way up to Mount Aeneas is just fabulous in every direction. So we're walking the ridge here, and on this ridge, this side is the Jewel Basin. The other side of that, you get Horse Reservoir and Glacier Park on the other side of that. You swing over here, the other side of the divide. This is the Flathead Valley. Kalispell, Whitefish, Bigfork, all the way down to Flathead Lake. Then if you go this way, it's down to the Missions and Sealy and up to
Mount Aeneas. So this is one of the many false summits. Feels like you're there, but you're not quite there yet. So we're at the summit of Mount Aeneas. Here we're looking east. You see the Hungry Horse Reservoir as well as the Flathead Range. We're in the Swan Range. Down and over here is the Jewel Basin. We're actually going to hike down over here to the picnic lakes. Over here, this is looking west to the Flathead Valley. Salish Mountains on the other side. And Glacier Park is right on the other side of the Flathead Range. But if you swing over here, at the southern end of Flathead Valley, you see Flathead Lake over this way.
After summiting Mount Aeneas, we decided to hike down the backside toward Hungry Horse Reservoir. Here you had excellent views over to the Flathead Range, Hungry Horse Reservoir, over to Glacier, as well as Birch Lake. And this is kind of a steep section, but this gets you down into the Jewel Basin where you can hook around and swing into the picnic lakes.
We're going to go ahead and pick our way down the backside of Mount Aeneas. So we're off the backside of Aeneas, and so now our trail is gonna walk up over here, drop over that, saddle down over into the picnic lakes area on the way back to the vehicle and the trailhead. So this is the ridge we walked along up to Aeneas and then down, and we're dropping down into the basin. So we're starting to get the picnic lakes are down right over here, and what we're going to do is walk along the picnic lakes, and then if you go over here, this little pass right here, we're going to have to get up over that pass that takes us out of the Jewel Basin and back down the western slope of the Swan Range, back to Camp Misery where our vehicle is located. So we have reached the picnic lakes. The other one's off to the left, but this is the first one you get to. So here's the bridge over the connector between the two lakes, but before we head that way, and now we're going to head over and check out the other of the two lakes, which sits right beneath, or not right beneath, but beneath Mount Aeneas. So we have climbed out of the Jewel Basin, hooking back up with Alpine Trail number 7, and now we're going to get views back into the Flathead Valley as well as Flathead Lake. So this right over here is Flathead Lookout. There's a nice trail that goes up to that. It's a relatively short hike, but I get pretty good views of the valley there as well. We just finished hiking the Mount Aeneas and Picnic Lakes loop in the Flathead National Forest. Our hike ended up being just a bit over 7 miles with about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. Great day to do it, August 9th, 2025, Northwest Montana.